Hey guys, so this is another update video. This time is for Artemis, and we definitely need to talk about so many stuff, guys, this time. Yeah, on the last video I made of Artemis, I admit I underestimated her capabilities. Oh my god, she is so much more powerful than I actually thought in the beginning. She is so much like Colette that it's not even funny, but at the same time it's like she's like Colette, but like with a twist. It's not the same, it's different and in different ways. So I'm going to explain to you that. But the first thing that I want to talk about is that this plus 3, I underestimated it so much because in the place that we actually test that for free in the summon section, that doesn't show a lot of damage being done in general. But when in real life, when you actually attack in the game with this, when you receive so much damage, the amount of damage that chips off from the enemy is no joke, guys. It's no joke at all. It's amazing for sure. So when I saw this, yeah, this time I got a treat for you guys. It's a really short but powerful video I have here. That Gwendolyn comes in and attacks the team, and check out the shield that Gwendolyn has. You can see it when she goes off and does the damage. Her shield's like shrinks a little bit, like that, boom, 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 and then the counter comes in and that straight up murders her. And that's a choice. Yeah, you gotta see this. Check it out. Can you believe it? It's 5 counters and she's dead. Remember that Gwendolyn is no joke. She has a really strong shield weapon, and it's plus 5, and has all the bells and whistles. So it's not a weak Gwendolyn. It's a very powerful Gwendolyn, and she still gets freaking murdered, guys. That is amazing. That reminds me so much of my sweet Colette, guys. So yeah, any hero that is able to one-shot, that is pretty much a one-shot in that situation. That type of heroes that are so powerful, it's definitely important to take a note in that situation. But remember, guys, to pull that off, you have to make sure that your heroes do not have shields, because if your heroes have shields and that skill comes in and it doesn't affect the life of the hero it's damaging, it is not going to activate the counter. It's the same rules for Colette. Her and Colette are the same in that situation, but yeah, a few differences that I'm going to explain now. The other difference that I've noticed with her is her weapon. Her weapon stacks 3 freaking times, guys. 3 freaking times. That's like 200 and something % of attack additional. So I'm going to show you right now a screenshot of that. And yeah, look at that buff 3 times and look at that attack. Look at that freaking attack. That is insane. So I'm by seeing that, I am not surprised that Gwendolyn died, because that amount of attack is disgusting. That is next level damage, guys. Yeah, super powerful stuff. But according to our testing, when that can only be pulled off if at least 3 targets, or in other words 3 heroes, use their skills against her and actually activate that, because that stacking is per skill coming. So 3 heroes come in, do their skill damage, and that's going to stack 3 times, and then yeah, you saw what happens. So yeah, that is no joke, guys. That is, we can't ignore Artemis and when she has her weapon at plus 3. That is a lot of damage, guys. But remember, to pull off that, you can't have any shields in that situation, for sure, guys. So anyhow, for her plus 1, yeah, if you plan to use her without purple heroes, in other words, and other color heroes, in that situation, you have to play her at plus 1. You can play her at plus 0, but it has to be a pure purple team, and you gotta give her protection, because she is pretty squishy in that situation. But she's pretty much the only hero I recommend in that situation, plus 0, to actually have a shield weapon. That'll be Artemis herself, because when they see Artemis, people are going to want to kill her as soon as possible. So yeah, that's highly recommended for sure. in that situation. But if you want to actually use her with other heroes, you have to get her +1. There's no questions there, guys. It's very powerful there. And if you want to use her as a Belnos counter in that situation, you have to make sure to have as many of these realm things as possible. So having it right off the bat is going to help you a lot, because he is a slow hero. Since he's a slow hero, this really helps her a lot in countering Belnos. I remember that when countering Belnos using a purple team, and with her or any team you want to actually plan to use her, you have to save her skill for when Belnos has a low amount of mana. You activate that, and then you activate all of your other heroes, and then you gain your mana back. That's a good strategy to actually beat Belnos using Artemis, and in general any hero that you're planning to actually use that counters Belnos in that situation. So a few quick tip there on beating Belnos. And but yeah, definitely get her +1 if you plan to do these things that I just described. The +3 has proven to be very useful, very powerful. If you're able to get it to +3, I definitely recommend it. And this +5, oh my god, this +5, yeah. It's clear I really want to get this hero at +5, but I've been getting the absolute worst summoning luck I've ever had getting awakenings for a hero. So that's gonna be really, really bad, guys. Really, really terrible. But I haven't given up. I'll try to get her to +5. Hopefully I get lucky later. But yeah, this +5 is insane. This will make her be able to survive a lot more on defense, because people, when they see her, they will want to kill her. And having the ability to revive so many times, getting mortal so many times in that situation, and getting those shields, it's going to be very relevant for her. And getting the mana is going to make that slow status on her skill that she has a lot less relevant for her. So definitely, if you're able to +5 her, I highly recommend it. However, even though the +3 is so good, I love that reflection ability so much. The +1 is a sweet spot, because that ability to be able to use her in any defense without shields, and any attack team without shields, it's a very powerful stuff. So if I've been getting this question a lot, if you're able to use shields with Artemis, even though this whole situation with her skill thing is, you are able to use shields, but with maybe 1, maybe 2 heroes. But you have to have at least 3 heroes that do not have shields for her ability to actually be relevant in that situation. Because if you have the entire team full of shields, it's not going to be useful. You are able to use her with Thor. Thor has a small amount of shields there, so every single time the enemy hits you, that shield is going to most likely break and gonna make her counter. So you're able to pair her up with Thor without any problems, but don't give her any shield weapons. Don't give her abilities that other heroes giving her a bunch of shields and things like that. No, that's a big no-no for Artemis and Colette. And out of all the heroes that I have in the game, Colette is the hero that I've tested the most in this game, and she is so similar to Artemis. It's not a joke, guys. So anyhow, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.